if you could pick one thing that really differentiates your solution from others in the industry, what would that be around how you're using Spark?
Differentiates the entire offering with Spark.
What are you really pushing and highlighting?
Okay, so I'm an engineer. I'm not a salesperson. Okay, so Spark is a tool. A hammer is a tool. You push nails in with a hammer. You don't wash your windows with a hammer, right? So we're pushing it for what it's good at, and if it's good at something, we're going to use it. It's not like, I mean, I'm sure the salespeople will come up here and say like, oh, we're getting this feature and this feature the other person doesn't have. That's all BS, right? The reality is it's a tool, and we'll support it with the rest of our enterprise tool. And if it's helpful, we're going to make sure you're successful with it. I mean, in the end, it's all about being successful and executing. And I don't know, I mean...
So Casey, is there something from Hortonworks' perspective that really you're emphasizing as far as your solution with Spark?
So I mean, I think Hortonworks and Cloudera both adopting Spark means that there's a commitment to getting Spark running properly on Yarn.
Yep.
Right? It's you know, Yarn should be the place to run Spark as far as, at least as far as we're concerned. This is
We're told, we talked beforehand. We're totally excited about Spark.
Cloudera, Hortonworks, and
See, who said they were good?
So the other thing I want to mention is that I think it's not necessarily something that that differentiates us. I think that it's just something that Spark differentiates itself. Is its role as a machine learning platform, actually, or a machine learning underlying infrastructure. I like to think of it as machine learning assembly language. We're super excited about Mahout, actually adopting it for creating a linear algebraic layer on top of that. So I'm a data scientist, so I'm going to have that bias. So caveat emptor. So I think those are the use cases that it fits best at, and those are the use cases we're going to be pushing.
Okay. So Keith, anything that your organization is pushing around how Spark differentiates your platform?
Yes.
Okay.
What I would say is that we're going to fully support the entire Spark platform just like everybody else is going to do it.
Sure.
Obviously, Spark will run MapR, Spark will run Yarn, all the things you would know and love from Apache. The one area of differentiation is that our file system is actually built from the ground up to be a real-time oriented file system. Provides very high response rates and very low latency, and that's going to be a better fit for Spark. Now, that doesn't mean that Spark is different on MapR. It means that certain attributes of Spark may be a better fit for MapR.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that clarity. Dan, what are your thoughts?
I think one of the interesting things with Spark is, right, because it comes from this other organization, right, outside of these guys, it makes it more interesting for the community as a whole, right? So everybody's going toward this common good to help the data scientists get their job done. So if I look how I don't think there's really a differentiation in the market between everybody today. It's probably about how you're using it, how you have a data science team that's using it day to day. And that's really where we're pushing as a group of data scientists that just focus on deep learning and Spark and going out and sending them off in the customer base.
Okay, great. Thank you.